Hello YouTube, this is Charlie426 and today we have the review of the high-grade Cherudim Gundam from Gundam 00. This was seen in Season 2 and was piloted by Logon Strato's twin brother. I'm not going to get into detail, but yeah. First of all, let's get into the review because today is an important day because it's the day that Gundam, high-grade Gundam Barbados Loot Plus comes out and I gotta go get that. Now, let's go on to stickers first. Stickers, you don't really have much options. I mean, all of these stickers are all black except for the eyes and this small silver color sticker. So all the black stickers here, including this part, goes into all these round parts, which is all covered up in the body. One example I can give you guys is this. How should I say? You see this part where the GN drive is, and you see this clear part. Now those black stickers go under those clear parts. Another example would be on the leg, for example. Because they're all well hidden, it wouldn't be much of a difference if you didn't use that. But I'm sorry if my camera isn't focusing, but you can see there's a clear piece over here, and under that is another black sticker. The only other stickers that's not black are on the head. Now, let me zoom in a bit. And sorry about that vacuum noise because, you know, you gotta clean up the house. Okay, the eyes are a sticker. This red section here, actually, on here it's a clear piece, but on the other side you put a red sticker on there. The other side's kind of pink, and the other silver sticker goes, come on, focus, there we go. The silver sticker goes onto the forehead for the scope. So that's it for stickers, actually. Okay, now what you get from the kit is, of course, let me zoom out, is of course the Gundam itself. You get 2 GN pistols, which is entirely white, which I should have bought a gray Gundam marker at least, but I kind of forgot. At least they're not like one solid piece. You can move the handles. If you're gonna color this, I recommend, or I would use a gray color Gundam marker or paint to color the upper section, because even on the box I thought the blades were silver or gray, but it's actually the other way around. The blades are white and the other gun parts are in gray. So you get 2 of them. You get 1 open style hand. The other 2 I'm currently using are for all the weapons, so you only get 3 hands. You get another visor scope for the head, another clear piece. Now what I am aware of, or what, as far to my knowledge, all these scope pieces should be in light blue, but they gave it in clear color. So, well, if you can color them, go for it, but I'm not gonna go that much. You get a GN sniper rifle. I forgot the exact name, but this has 2 modes. Currently it's on the machine gun mode. And the thing is, it looks like it's folded up, but no, it's just clipped in there. What you need to do is pull it front, or push it front and then take it off and then reattach it like that. So yeah. And then you get all these GN shield parts. I'm sorry if I forgot the names because I'm a bit too lazy to go back to my laptop and then search their names. Now these are all shield parts. You get in total 9 parts of these, and all the weapons you just saw can be all attached onto the kit itself. Alright, so let's get on to the review. Let's start with articulation. So I'm going to start with the head. Okay, the head. Well, nothing too special. I really like the overall militaristic color design concept. The head can go down, up, like that. Actually a lot, to be honest. And then 360, I think it's possible. Let me check. Yep, 360 is possible. And one thing I should warn you guys is that you saw that clear piece comes off, because the clear piece is not exactly pegged in. There's a peg on the V-fin, and there's these 2 there's a gap. There's a small gap on the clear piece over there, and you just attach or slap it on there. So it's not really a strong connection. So if you don't I would have glued this on if it weren't for that scope inside the forehead. But I wouldn't mind gluing it on because that piece is gonna be really easy to lose if you're not really careful or you keep opening and shutting it down, constantly. Okay, let's start with the arms now. Let me zoom out a bit. Now each arm, only one shoulder has this part, which I don't mind. There's a little bit movement on the shoulder on this piece. I don't know exactly why, but that's the case. And this part can move out so it can, allow the arm to go a little bit more. And the arm can twist as usual, the typical Gundam forearm. Now bending, this is not exactly a double joint, but it's just a round joint, so it's just capable of moving more than 90 degrees. So that's good enough for me. But you cannot twist this section here because it's on a flat piece. You use two round small pieces to make the joint, so it's not your usual polycap style connection. But the interesting thing is that on the wrist, not only hand, but you can move the wrist a little bit because it's a separate piece inside there. I guess because the Cherudim Gundam uses a sniper rifle, I think they needed some extra movement on the wrist, so that's why they went for that. Okay, the body. The body is technically on a ball joint, but a really long ball joint. I'm not gonna show off because I tried to take it apart, but it ended up like exploding. Basically, the head went flying, the backpack went flying. Yeah, it's a strong connection, so there's no worry of it falling off. It's really long, and you have some movement. You can go back, front, and 360 is no problem at all. Now, before I go to the legs, I want to show the back. Now, as I mentioned in my Gundam log video, this really reminded me of like the military, me in the military carrying those gigantic backpacks. It really reminds me of that vibe, and I almost forgot. Well, actually, I'll show that later. Now, this here is the GN drive. Now, for me, the Dynamis Gundam and this Gundam is really different because the GN drives are not on its back or anything. It's actually on its it's on its back waist. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. I'm not gonna say the A or B word. And yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's strange, but it's pretty unusual. But at the same time, I really like it because it's unusual. Okay, now let's get on to the legs. The legs. I wouldn't say it's that special on the legs itself. The front skirt can move a bit, but it's so stiff. Mine is just so stiff I can't even move it at the moment, so it's gonna be a little bit hindrance. The side skirts are on a polycap ball joint, so no need to worry. So because of that, this is as far as I can go. Oh, never mind, I found a way. It can go that much. It's pretty standard, 90 degrees, and it's technically a double joint in a way, but I don't know, because of the design, it's kind of limited. Okay, and that knee section here can kind of hinge a bit. I don't know why, but I think it's because of the articulations and bending process. And one thing I would like to mention is the feet. Now, these are really strange feet for me. The feet are small, it's pretty wonky. It's not a high heel, but the way how this works is that you make the leg and then you make another small section, this white section here, which connects to a polycap in this part and then connects a feet to the ball joint. I don't know why this is the case, but I don't know. It can move it can move a lot. It has some articulation. Not on the feet itself, but this section here. Another thing to mention that the feet on the back has these pieces here. Now, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be meant to be like this or it has a purpose. What I usually do is that when I pose this kit, it's sometimes hard to balance. So what I do is to pull these down to make it balance on the feet. I'm not sure if in the anime there was a scene where it shows us that it uses this because the Cherudim Gundam is a sniper. Basically, it's a sniper type. mobile suits, so I would assume it should have great balance. So it shouldn't be shaking. It shouldn't have any problems in terms of any terrain. So that's what I'm assuming. Okay, now we've seen all the weapons. I mean, we've seen the articulations. Now let's get on to the other stuff that you get. Also, if you can see this, okay, there you go. That sometimes happens, but if you have the feet like that, if you have the feet, you know, locked into place like that, you won't have any problems. But here's the thing, because of the structure, it looks really wonky or looks awkward, so it's kind of painful for me to see like that, but nothing too strange. It's not a big deal if I just forget about it. Okay, what to start? I think I'll do with a sniper rifle first, because I'm not a big fan of this weapon itself, but I am a fan of this when it's like this, but not in the sniper form. Okay, for this weapon, what you can do is first attach this section onto the arm, and then you get the other piece, and then either lock it into place again, or you can attach it to the front to make the sniper rifle. It's a pretty standard weapon. I actually do prefer it like this because it looks like a small compact machine gun, and even in the games it kind of fires like that. So yeah, nothing. There's not much movable thing except for this extra handle that's on the side. Now let's get on to the scope. I mean, not scope, but sniper rifle form. Now on this form, you can actually technically hold it with two hands, because of how the articulation. I forgot to mention that the shoulder can move front like that much, which I am pretty surprised and pretty impressed. And yeah, and thanks to those moving wrist section, you can actually make it hold it like that. I'm not really a pro in terms of positioning kits, so I'm not sure how you would hold a sniper rifle like this long in a gun platform. So this is the best I can do for now. But it kind of looks very nice, and I'm pretty sure there's a pose where you can bend the knee down, but I tried doing it, but it doesn't work for me. Maybe I got something wrong. Okay, that was it for the sniper rifle. One thing I should mention is that in the anime, when the Cherudim is using its rifle, it usually turns into a certain scoping mode, basically the head. What you can do, you have two options, is that, oh, I am not feeling very well today. Okay, what you can do is open this section up and you can reveal another scope, which is fine. Or what you can do is that, let me get this straight. There's these sections that you can pull up. There we go, and then pull in front. Oh boy. Now be careful with the V-fins. Yeah, you don't want to break anything, even the antenna. You get this section in front, and you remember this clear piece. You can attach it on to those sections. Come on. There we go, and you have another additional visor scope, or you can open the section up to make it double. Once again, this should be also clear blue, but I'm not gonna paint it because I'm pretty satisfied the way how it is. Once again, I don't think I'll be using this form that much because I think it looks way cooler or better. Okay, now we're gonna store this onto the kit. What we can do is basically, let me zoom out. I'm sorry if I'm zooming in out a lot, but due to the limitations of my camera, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna put it back in this mode, and then if you see this section, there's a small piece where you can pull out like that. And what you can do is that there's this section over here. You can connect it to the shoulder, if I'm doing it correctly. There we go. It's a very strong connection. It won't fall off. And it has some movement, so it won't be a bother of hindrance. And I almost forgot, the arms can technically go 360 on the fact, based assuming that you don't have anything on the shoulders as well, and nothing on the backpack. Okay, finally we got the two last GN pistols, which works as a blade here and the pistol. They just slide in pretty well. On my first few tries, these weren't really wobbly, but after like a few tries, they are starting to get wobbly. Pretty standard, like this one's getting wobbly. I don't know why, but yeah, pretty standard, nothing too special. And if you want, you can use them as blades if you want, like this. You can take those off, and once again, we're gonna store this onto the kit. Well, where this goes is that there's these pegs on each side, and I mean holes, and there's a peg on the backpack over here, and you can attach them here. Okay, let me see if I'm getting the right position. Then there we go. Once again, anything that goes onto the kit is pretty has a firm connection, which I'm pretty impressed. I connected them both, and they're on the backpack like beam sabers, but no, they won't fall off, so no need to worry. And technically the arm can reach in, so you can make it look like as if it's pulling out, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of scene in the anime where the Cherudim Gundam did pull out its beam pistols from its GM pistols from its back. Okay, now we've seen the weapons. Now let's get on to the finale of the kit, which is kind of the selling point. Now you get 9 of these, and they give you pieces. They give you this clear stand for this, and I'm gonna take off a few so you guys can get the gist of the idea how this works. Okay, now they give you these triangular pieces here, so you can connect them in any way like this. So there's a lot of combinations you can do. So on the instruction manual, it really mentions a very basic connection. Let me see if I can do that. Okay, it's starting to fall off. Now what you do is basically any empty space you see, you slap on a piece. Okay. Sorry I'm being quiet, but yeah, I'm not really good with these kind of puzzle type things, so yeah, why? Great. Yeah, so basically you can do all sorts of combinations with these, and yeah, I'm not gonna bore you guys out with this, so I'm gonna take off everything and then attach this onto the kit. And also these are really firm connections, so you won't need to worry them falling off. But on the kit, there might be a chance sometimes they might fall off. Now the first two, also these are all the same pieces. They have all the same holes and pegs in size. They have these 2 holes and peg on the middle. 2 goes onto the knee, which I find it pretty interesting and pretty reasonable, because you know, if a mobile suit gets damaged on its knees, it can't technically walk anymore, so that's pretty nice. Also, another 2 goes onto this shoulder, which acts like a shield, which is also nice. It should have a shield. Okay, the rest, I think the rest is 5. 5 of them goes onto the GM drive. According to the manual, they tell you to do this first, and then put the side ones. Okay, like that. So you have 5 on the back, 2 on the knees, and 2 on the shoulder. Alright, so everything is here, and despite all those stuff attached to the kit, it's not really back heavy. Well, technically, I wouldn't say it's back heavy because of the position where it's connected, but it doesn't really have balance issues that much. If you do feel like it's having balance issues, you can always use these pieces to make it stable, which I always do because I prefer to have it standing properly instead of like in a weird funky position. So yeah, this is where everything is connected. The beam rifle, sniper rifle, the shield parts, the pistols, and everything is all attached onto the kit. So yeah, this was the review of the high grade Cherudim Gundam from Gundam 00. I'm sorry if I was getting a little bit messy in the middle. I wasn't feeling very well, and I keep dropping parts which I really want to fix. But I don't know, my hands are slippery, so oh well. Anyway, thank you for watching my review for the HG Cherudim Gundam from 00. If you have any questions or any requests, leave a comment below. If I got anything incorrect or wrong, please let me know on the comments as well. This kit is very great. Besides that, it comes with these clear stands for those shield parts, but also it has a very nice militaristic vibe and design and color scheme. There is one piece. It may have some piece that falls off, especially on the head, or the feet may bother you. But if you can pass that, this is a very great kit. And in terms of design and posing, I'm not a really expert in posing, so that's why I'm having trouble. But those who know how to pose certain poses, you will not have any problems. So this is a very great kit. I would actually recommend this kit to any 00 fans out there. Come on, it's not only Exia 00 Qaunta that's the best kit, it's the other kits that are good as well. Anyway, thank you for watching this review. I still have more kits to buy and build and make reviews of, so please stay tuned. If you like this video, or if you found this video informative, please like my videos and also subscribe to my channel. Well, until then, see you guys next time.